Merlin over here is profoundly interested in the concept of defamation, libel, and slander. He's been sitting up here as I record one video after another. That's because he's very interested in it. It's a topic that we're going to be reading and hearing a lot more about recently because of the actions that people are taking online. The prior world we lived in, where there was decorum, where there was respect for one another, has largely eliminated. In fact, there's a culture now of attacking people online and doing so with impunity or without fear of any consequences for making online statements and engaging in conduct that is knowingly harmful. You think about some of the things we read about. Again, I'm very sensitive to kids and how kids are becoming the target of online gangs that, for reasons that make no sense, they become the target, and then over and over again they harassed. In the extreme circumstances and examples, these kids engage in self-harm. We've had suicide examples, we've had other self-harm, and the thing that really concerns me, bothers me, makes me upset about those circumstances is the parents should have stepped up and done something. Purpose of these videos, particularly when we're thinking about kids, is to alert parents to what their options are, because there are very real options that can be deployed, can be implemented very quickly, in some circumstances without cost to the parent. Why? Well, if the conduct's bad enough, the parents of those that are perpetrating this online defamation, slander, libel, harassment, cyber stalking, they can be held liable for the conduct of their children. Other entities can be held liable for the conduct of those that are posting these things. What are the elements that must be proven? The first and the key one is falsity. In the extreme examples, or perhaps the more typical examples, falsity really isn't a question. Someone posting on there, Susie is a slut. Someone posting on there, Jimmy's a criminal. It can be directly proven that neither one of those statements are correct. Where it gets in those sort of gray areas, your restaurant gets a bad review, the food sucked. That is gray, but if someone posts on there, they served me rotten meat, or they stole from me, that stuff's black and white. It is defamatory. It is harmful, and it's just a question of whether the individual that's a victim of the false statements is going to pursue those claims. I'm making the argument here that the claims should be pursued. They should be pursued in order to sort of turn back the culture that we're living in right now, where people, businesses, individuals are becoming the victim. Online harassment, businesses are suffering, people are suffering, individuals are suffering, and there's just no need for it. So I want to see a world where individuals that sit behind a keyboard, engage in this kind of behavior, are held to account in the courtroom. Money damages paid in order to bring people to court for responsibility. We've got a series of videos here, but if you click the link, we've got tools that I want to share with you that will help you prove up your case and establish the elements. Go ahead and subscribe to that, and then go over to mydefamationfirm.com, and it will tell you how to upload the documents and the information that you have so that we can review and see whether there's anything we can do to assist you. But bottom line is falsity is the key thing to be proven. Now, the damages component is a secondary category, but particularly for kids and things like that, the damage is long-term. Psychological damage that occurs because of false statements. Again, the extreme example, it goes into self-harm. But think about yourself as an individual. If you're an adult and you've been subjected to defamation, it hurts. It's bad. And obviously, as we get older, we start to develop some thick skin. So maybe it's not as bad for us as adults, but be certain for kids, there is very real, very significant damage that occurs when they become the target of online harassment, defamation. So, like and subscribe, click the tools bucket there, and then upload the information into mydefamationfirm.com so that we can provide you information about how to successfully prosecute a case for you.